another Dell weapon you want? If I was thinking about getting. I was thinking about testing out Giant Quarry Greatsword, or saying fuck it.
Hello.
Actually using Giant Quarry Expo. Giant Quarry Expo seems just broken. No, it's bad. I know. I had someone in my chat that said they're using it in KR right now, and he's having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Giant 40 Expo because it's the most broken fucking thing ever. You know? I don't know. I think we just send it with Delulu. Delulu Spear? Delulu Spear? Do you think bow spear will be bad for PvP? I have no idea. I think for large scale PvP it works. I think there's a better chance that spear. I think there's a better chance that spear staff or spear bow ends up being better than greatsword spear. I think there's a chance. I think there's a real chance, and the reason why I say that is because large scale PvP specifically. If you can use just the utility and the spear throws that deal a lot of damage from ranged, then it's like, what are we talking about here? Of course it can work in large scale PvP. I don't know about small scale. We're gonna have to see that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's getting late. Fuck. What do we do? What do we do? Should we just say fuck it? Oh, I feel like I should still do this. I feel like I should still do this. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it. 2 quick dungeons. Let's go. 2 quick dungeons. You ready, guys? 2 quick dungeons. Canon viewers. 3,300. Let's go. 2 quick runs. Let's fucking go. I like how you added a dagger to your arsenal. Fires giant corns at you? Why are you? Why are you trolling, hey? Of course, brother. I'm free to play. Remember? Yeah, me too. You and I, we're the free to play brothers. We're the free to play brothers. Everyone knows this. Everyone knows we're the free-to-play brothers. Yo, guys, listen up. For those of you who don't know, I should say this during NA prime time. Our guild has formed. That's right. Lucente Aliamente. Our guild. We are open for business. We're gonna merge, nerge, and we're gonna be a 2-guild alliance. So Lente and Lucente. All right. For those of you who want to join, exclamation Discord. Apply for the guild. We're pretty. And it's just chill vibes. We are allied. If you are a piece of shit asshole, but it doesn't mean we are not going to potentially team up with some of the major alliances for the purpose of content every now and again. But the day-to-day, we are not allied. It is a non-sweat. It is I'm going for an active guild that is non-sweat. That's kind of what I'm going for. Non-sweat, but active, no. Enough people hanging on Discord. Which NA server is the guild on? 0. Active PvE guild then? We'll do some PvP from time to time, small scale stuff. Also, when war games come out, I'm going to be organizing a lot of like in-house PvP skirmishes and shit. It's going to be sick. It'll be fun. The wills that don't care about mass PvP. I guess. I guess the Lamente. Who's this Asian name guy in our guild. What the hell? How is that done so fast? Wait, how did you do that so fast? What the fuck is happening?
Hello.
Guild review later? We already did. You accepting them? Asian name guy? Who is the Asian name guy? No! I fucked it up. I done fucked it up. Are you gonna play PoE too? I am. It's me? Wait, is it really the waifu Kurumi? Is it? So like really, is that really you, or is that not really you? I'm in Discord as well. Fantastic. Beautiful. Easy dungeon. Easy clear. Boom. One more. Can't wait for more gear slot skill presets. Yeah, they said it's coming this month, right? December? You guys were a fast run? I mean, that was fast and a half, man. All right, let's get back in there, boys. Let's go. One more. Canon viewers. 33 hundo. Ooh, look at me finishing these weekly mission mentes. Sorry, Kino's like, dude, you're so slow. Kino, you are too slow. Bro, I can't help you if you're just gonna continue to be that slow. I can't help you. I can't help you. You're too slow. Just too slow, bro. I'm hiring a driver for fishing. DM me, guys.
Comment?
What does that even mean? I'm hiring a...
Non, non, j'ai fermé un peu la porte, c'est bon. Bon. Oh, le beau, t'es là?
Allô, allô.
Oh, what did you do?
Posez-toi.
Ma bad, posé, j'avais pas mes écouteurs. Shit.
Ah, yeah, posez.
J'essaie de réveiller le monde. Mais on est 5 online. Ah!
Oh my. Plus Shino avec Mike qui arrive. On va être
Oh.
7. obligatoire.
Personne online dans la guilde.
Ça va mal. Tu peux voir par toi-même, I guess, China.
Non, pas live, je veux juste savoir, il y a combien de personnes? Allô?
Allô?
Il y a combien de
T'es sur ton
personnes de live? Oui.
Ben, à date, members. Ça dit-tu? 6 players online.
Ok.
Avec toi et Mike. Attends, est-ce que Mike est déjà là? Je sais pas pourquoi ça rentre et ça. Non, Mike est pas encore là. On est 6 plus vous 2. Ça, on devrait être 8 là. Ça, c'est si toutes les 6 viennent.
C'est qui les six? Ben, c'est
Ah,
Pas
là,
les
je suis en
contrats.
plein fight là. Attends.
Le 6 là, c'est moi, le beau, Rifa, Noko, un gars qui s'appelle Stanislas, puis l'autre Strauss. Mais eux, ils sont nouveaux là, c'est ça.
Ouais.
Puis Noko est allé scout.
Ouais, je vais
Scout
voir.
où?
J'ai vu ta photo.
Oh,
Là.
scout.
Eux, ils sont déjà au Boonstone, là.
Mhm.
Ah, ils nous attendent déjà là-bas?
Mhm.
La guerre.
Mais ça, c'est la base, oui. Ça, c'est quand t'es sérieux, mon cher.
Quand tu
C'est quand t'es sérieux.
Déchiré.
Ils sont
En plus,
12
on n'a pas
maintenant.
les... C'est pas les meilleurs players qui sont online, là.
Exact.
Pour eux autres ou pour nous, tu parles?
Pour nous, mon cher. Et
Ah,
Reaper,
ouais, ok, ouais,
on a
c'est
Fu
bon.
Manchu,
Ouais, c'est ça.
tous ces gens-là, là, ça aurait été
Ouais,
blessé,
ouais.
ils sont là, mais je regarde là, 4 heures ago, 3 heures ago, 2 heures ago, tu sais, c'est comme freshly déconnecté, là.
Mhm.
Bon, on va prendre une raclée.
Je sais pas si on devrait y aller. Ils sont 14, il dit maintenant.
Vaut mieux ne pas y aller.
Ouais.
Parce que vaut mieux ne pas taper la face en se faisant cross.
Tu veux rire que si vous étiez gear comme moi, là, On les aurait tous calés, même s'ils étaient 12.
On était à 3.5.
3.6. Mais rappelle-toi, comme le guild fight, quand tout le monde était contre moi là. C'est comme la majorité de la guild est 2.7, 2.8, max 2.9, j'ai entendu. Fait que je crois que eux aussi sont au même niveau. C'est pas vrai que c'est toutes des PvPR là-bas.
Non.
Puis on serait moins que eux, mais on aurait bien fait notre gear, on serait arrivé, puis ils auraient rien compris. C'est pour ça que jusqu'à là, regarde, je vais rien dire sur la distribution là, mais depuis hier, la Noko qui me frappe les oreilles avec oh ouais, j'aurais voulu le gear, moi j'ai envie de dire pourquoi. À quoi ça va nous servir de donner du gear? T'es weak. C'est vrai, je vais pas parler comme ça.
Il faut que l'investissement par un fond, là.
Arrangez-vous pour vous connecter. On va juste se rassembler. Mais on va voir si on va faire le fight ou pas. Puis, c'est comme... Ah, on t'écoute.
D'ailleurs, je sais pas si le reroll c'est une bonne idée. Le roll c'est une bonne idée à faire.
Mais c'est comme j'ai dit à Noko, là, puis moi, c'est vrai, ça me prend de l'énergie, ça me fatigue. Genre, mes oreilles sont fermées si la critique vient pas avec une autre proposition. Genre, ok, c'est facile de critiquer maintenant, Noko, qu'est-ce que tu proposes? Et puis le partenaire, oh, but, là, j'ai comme, ok, propose quelque chose. C'est comme, si tu n'arrives pas à proposer quelque chose d'autre que tu crois qui est meilleur, alors qu'est-ce que tu as? C'est le best you got. C'est vraiment tout ce que je peux dire. Là. C'est comme, faut amener quelque chose. Mais c'est pas obligé d'amener quelque chose de nouveau. S'il faut, on ramène le auction. Explique-moi pourquoi il faudrait.
Mais la seule raison, c'est pour juste... D'un côté, on n'a pas vraiment le sens que c'est les plus forts qui doivent régner. Là. C'est comme... Les piliers doivent être les plus puissants pour faire ce qu'il y a à faire parce que les plus weak ne savent pas quoi faire avec ces gros items-là.
Right.
Et puis, tu sais, ce que tu as dit tantôt, là, c'est les gens font juste plein de bâches. C'est exactement ce que je dis toujours sur online. Quand les gens se plaignaient de Valérie Plante qui met des petits trucs là, j'ai dit, au lieu d'aller vous plaindre sur Instagram, allez donc au truc là pour voter, là, au bureau de vote.
Mon cher.
Vous ne faisiez pas les mouvements pour enlever ces gens-là que vous ne voulez pas.
Ouais, c'est fait. Là, il est en train de me dire son 15-16. Je me demande s'il trip. Attends, je me demande s'il trip. Puis, qu'est-ce qu'ils ont? Et ils sont avec leur alliance. Je crois pas que c'est seulement eux.
Ouais. C'est exactement ce que je me demandais. Je me suis dit, j'ai l'impression qu'il veut passer un message.
Ouais, puis on va le laisser passer son message. Lui, nous on joue pour vraiment la long game là sur le serveur. Puis même si on finit pas sur ce serveur là, comme ce sera toujours la long game. So.
Why at?
Mike, on tape out.
Ah, on tape out, mon gars. Attends, j'allais voir si c'est seulement eux ou leur alliance, mais Noko est en train de me dire qu'ils sont comme une quinzaine.
C'est une quinzaine, et puis nous on peut être 6-8, mais c'est avec les 4 plus weak de la gueule.
Now this looking rough, hey?
Qui a dit ça, Noko?
Non.
T'as dit non ou yep?
Oui, Noko.
Ah, ouais, Scott dit qu'on veut pas vraiment aller là-bas et puis perdre la face.
Ouais. Je suis arrivé puis tu vois, j'aurais pu aller voir, mais je veux pas arriver puis run out.
Non, vas-y pas toi, surtout pas toi. Parce qu'il t'a comment
marqué, il m'a marqué en feud là, some shit.
Il t'a souvent marqué et puis il a souvent mentionné ton nom aux gens de la gueule. Vas-y pas là-bas même, ils vont... Ça n'est pas une opportunité de se moquer de la situation. De toute façon, comme Mike a dit, c'est un Boonstone quand même low class, là, low level.
Voilà. Pas besoin de leur donner la satisfaction. Mais, oui, c'est pas la fin du monde. Il n'y a pas vraiment de mais dans ça, c'est tout court. Mais de l'autre sens, quand
va falloir éventuellement,
Il y a une expression qui dit comme ça. Quand le sang coule dans les rues, il faut investir dans la pierre. Dans le sens où, quand il y a une situation de crise ou quoi que ce soit, il faut utiliser ça pour bouger les gens vers la direction que tu vas. Donc, tu vois, le fait qu'on n'a pas pu venir, puis que comme il y en a 2-3 au moins qui ont noticed that, on peut utiliser cet élément pour passer des lois. Vous n'êtes pas venus, nous on veut être rendu quelque part, on veut être fort, donc voici pourquoi la distribution va y aller avec les actifs PVPR. Tu sais, c'est comme... Là, c'est machiavélique là que je suis en train de dire, mais c'est comme ça que ça fonctionne, les gars. Vous l'avez vu, vous l'avez vécu, on est né dans l'ère de 9/11. So, il y a une crise, peu importe si la crise on l'a organisée ou pas, mais on va utiliser la crise. On va la use. Fait que là, il y a une situation qui est cool, qu'on l'a ou pas, mais aujourd'hui, il faut qu'on parle de cette situation, puis il faut qu'on arrive à pousser un argument.
Oui,
Absolument.
j'essaie de chercher le Boonstone, je vois même pas il est où.
Ouais, moi, je suis...
Là, ça peut te demander, est-ce qu'il veut
Ok,
dire
là.
on n'en a pas parlé hier?
Mais là, c'est comme tout le monde est dans le même jeu là. Ils peuvent pas juste s'asseoir puis attendre que les leaders leur disent quoi faire. Yo, dis comment tu jouais aux autres jeux.
Tout le monde a accès au guild distribution.
Ben oui, tout le monde a accès à Internet, mon gars. Like, si t'es dans le jeu puis t'es comme How do I do this là, je suis comme.
L'occupation est publique, c'est pas juste pour les officers.
Ouais, tout le monde peut aller voir. Ben oui. Ben. Tout le monde peut aller voir. Ben voilà. Puis tu sais, comme Noko me disait, tu sais, c'est clairement pas lui qui est en faute là. Today, il est là. He's been there. Il y a les scouts. Il a tout fait là. Mais qu'est-ce qu'il disait là? Il est comme I want to see the guild go somewhere. Je suis comme yo. Les affaires qu'on va devoir faire pour que la guild se rende. Ouais, on a déjà bien avancé, mais c'est comme s'il veut nous voir comme compétitionner, il va falloir qu'il permette aux compétiteurs de bon. C'est voilà. Puis lui, il n'est pas encore rendu un compétiteur là. Je m'excuse là, pour être un compétiteur, faut que tu compites. Puis le grind score, c'est une compétition aussi là. C'est une compétition. So, c'est comme, ok, tu veux voir la guild bomb? Yo. Les officiers vont avoir first dib sur les items. Bon.
Ouais, tu sais quoi? Si ces gens-là, comme tu as expliqué hier l'exemple de Kobe et le gun, s'ils ne connaissent pas le sport, on peut utiliser l'exemple de Dragon Ball ou de Naruto. Là. T'en as qui gardent tout le comment on appelle la Konoha Village. Là. T'en as des spécifiques. Là, au
Ben oui.
T'avais Naruto, t'avais Sasuke à un moment donné, t'avais
c'est pas tout le village qui bombe, mon cher. Faut qu'il y ait de l'administration derrière là pour que les warriors puissent faire ce qu'ils font. So, yeah. S'ils veulent administrer farm des contrats all day, Rifa a monté 75% sur un contrat de day, mon cher. Je suis comme damn. C'est un autre genre de personne.
On a des Tien, on a des Yamcha, on a des Xilin.
Bro.
Ces gens-là qui sont là juste pour prendre et puis après ça, nous on arrive, on faire ça une forme et puis on...
Je fais même pas de taille ici, mon gars, je suis dead.
Moi, je...
On va pour scout, mon gars.
Ouais. Qu'est-ce qui est drôle, c'est quand Mike est pas dans ton party, son nom est en vert fluo, puis ça match avec son book dans son dos. C'est vraiment intéressant. Mais comment dirais-je?
Attends, j'ai pas fini. J'arrive sur toi, attends.
Comment? T'aurais pu arriver sur moi en silence, like, what is this?
Regarde, voilà.
Oh my god, oh wow, ça c'est fly. C'est quand c'est réel.
On n'est pas au Boonstone, hein?
Non, ben moi je suis à la ville qui est proche du Boonstone, mais je suis pas là-bas.
On est à l'observatoire.
Ouais, mais j'arrive pas à les voir. Je crois pas qu'ils arrivent à nous voir non plus.
Non.
Mais tu vois le Boonstone d'ici, toi?
Non, je vois le bridge, mais pas le Boonstone.
Le Boonstone est sur le bridge en fait, c'est vrai.
Il est en dessous.
Ouais. Comment on peut... Il faudrait morph pour être à la incognito en fait.
Ouais, c'est vrai.
Attends, laisse-moi aller marcher comme une bête. C'est quelle bête ici? Les oiseaux? Haha! Là, je suis capable.
Je suis capable.
Morph. Ok. Je me suis mis en bird. On va aller scout up. Morph.
Ouais, je pense que le rôle là, ça c'est un système pour les guilds qui veulent pas arriver au top.
Mais-
Le top guild, pas de rôle.
Maybe,
D'accord.
mais.
Ça tu vois fait que les guilds au sommet font des rôles.
Je crois que les guilds au sommet font carrément des distributions là. Les vrais guilds au sommet payent pas pour les items, ils ont des cartes de crédit. Ils utilisent les items pour donner à des petits guilties là. Ou quoi que ce soit. Mais admettons, on parle d'une guilde compétitive qui n'utilise pas sa carte de crédit, ça dépend. Ça dépend. Tu sais, c'est comme si c'était juste une clique, on va dire, à la top 10. Juste des gamers qui ont l'habitude de jouer. Mon gars, n'importe quelle distribution aurait fonctionné. Mais l'affaire, c'est qu'on est avec des personnes qui ont d'autres vécus bizarres, là. D'autres expériences. C'est vraiment ça, qui nous empêche d'avoir une distribution. Parce que c'est pas vraiment la distribution le problème. Si tu mets ta perspective dans le fait que, ok, la guilde doit être plus forte en général et ceci inclut tous ses membres, tu t'en fous littéralement de qui dans la guilde là. La seule chose qui te dérange, c'est si c'est quelqu'un qui n'est pas dans la guilde qui est là. C'est la seule chose qui devrait te déranger. Parce que c'est ça qui va te permettre d'avoir accès au plus haut niveau de compétition dans le jeu. Mais si tu sens pas que tu fais partie du groupe, vaut mieux investir en moi. Vaut mieux avoir des items pour moi. Même si je participe pas aux items aux events avec eux. Je préfère mettre le temps sur moi. Ils me représentent pas comme ça. C'est normal.
Raffaella est là.
Mais il faut...
Quinzaine.
Ouais.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Top kill, mec.
12, 13. Ouais, 13.
C'est qui tu comptes les autres?
Ouais.
Comment tu les as vus?
Ben, je suis en bird et puis je me promène.
Ok.
Puis ils sont tous sur le bridge.
Ok.
Mais
Est-ce...
Vas-y.
par rapport à ce que tu veux dire, là, c'est que là j'ai perdu j'ai perdu ce que je voulais.
Ouais, ben, on aura le temps d'en discuter là. C'est juste que... comme... La règle de distribution de rôle...
C'est ce que je voulais dire, oui, attends, avant que j'oublie. Dans le fond, là, il y a des gens, tu sais, ce que je suis en train de réaliser, c'est que donner des gears à des gens qui ont peur de PvP et qui ne sont pas intéressés à PvP, c'est pas vraiment rentable, là.
Ben...
Non.
PvE, là, t'as pas besoin d'être si puissant, là, t'es une masse
Mon
de
cher,
gros.
t'es level 50, tu peux PvE. T'as même pas besoin de gear, là.
D'ailleurs, tu fais le PvE avec ta guilde des gars qui sont puissants, puis toi, t'as juste besoin de chiller le backline, hein, tu te feras carry. Exactement qu'est-ce que je pensais, regarde, il y a Anubis, The First Legion, regardez c'est quelle guilde pour voir. Je savais que, comment ça s'appelle, Darkforge pouvait pas déployer tout seul tout ça. Je refuse.
C'est une alliance, hein?
Ouais, c'est l'alliance qu'il a avec Anubis Thing. J'en vois un. J'essaie de scope out.
Hanoko.
Là, tu sais, comme. Où est-ce que. Qu'est-ce que.
On est combien en ligne?
On est 6 encore.
Qu'est-ce qu'on devrait faire là qui serait nice? Ben, que. Je demanderais de faire, si possible. C'est d'être proactif sur les messages. Tu sais, c'est comme si ils posent des questions, puis on est tous là, mais personne ne leur répond. Tu sais, c'est comme, ils sont
Pas
comme,
vu
ok,
ça.
ils m'occupent pas. Ben regarde, Noko, there's a bunch of people. Mike, il dit 2 minutes. I don't think invites went out yet. Invites, please. Going to need everyone. Tu sais, ils savent pas qu'est-ce qui va se passer. On leur donne pas d'ordre. Fait qu'ils sont juste en train d'envoyer de l'info. Fait que nous, on doit être sensible à ça, puis être comme, yo, on va faire ça, ou bien attendez même pas, on n'y va pas. Tu sais, c'est comme.
So, qu'est-ce qu'on dit? Là, il reste 1 minute. We don't go.
We're not fighting.
Dis le fait et puis on a des discussions à faire ce soir et puis pendant le week-end là. Par rapport aux distributions et au War Boonstone.
Ben, c'est vraiment par rapport à la direction de la guild. Like, c'est straight up ça.
Ouais.
C'est straight up ça. C'est où est-ce qu'on s'en va avec ça, là. Parce que c'est ça.
On a essayé tout ce qu'on peut pour la distribution. Puis...
Yo, le problème dépasse la distribution pour de vrai. Like, les personnes qui sont dans cette guild-là vont pas dans la même direction. T'as des farmers qui veulent rien savoir de PvP.
On fait un meeting à la base.
On peut, mais tu sais, c'est comme même nos officiers sont pas tous là, fait que c'est ça.
Non, c'est quand il va y avoir le pic de notre guild, c'est là qu'il va falloir faire la rencontre.
Mais c'est l'affaire, c'est ça. C'est quand c'est le pic, les personnes ne veulent pas parler, ils veulent jouer. Là. Ils sont pas investis dans le groupe comme ça, ils sont pas investis dans les politiques du groupe non plus. Tu sais, c'est comme on va commencer à les parler, tu vas voir, bon, tout le team Québec va juste partir. Le temps qu'on a une vraie discussion, World Boss, tout ça là.
Mon item et puis
ouais, c'est la communication, même les channels de communication de comment on envoie des messages là. Il faut que ce soit amélioré de beaucoup là. Les personnes ne sont pas au courant, les personnes ne sont pas sur Discord, on n'utilise pas le voice du jeu. Tu sais comme on se pénalise nous-mêmes. Et I mean, hey, ce sera fun pendant que ça dure, you know, si c'est notre perspective des choses. Les choses peuvent seulement s'améliorer ou se dégrader.
Ça c'était là en plus, man.
J'ai écrit en personnel, il m'a pas répondu. Encore une fois, c'est gros problème de communication dans cette affaire-là. Je peux pas t'écrire en personnel, puis tu le lis pas, tu le vois pas. Ils sont pas sensibles au message.
Le voice fonctionne comment? Comme si là maintenant on est dans une party et puis ils vont m'entendre.
Regarde qu'est-ce que Molechan a dit. Top 10, we are here. Please don't let us take it. Je vais y aller, tout seul.
Il a écrit ça où?
Il a écrit ça sur le World Chat, mon gars.
Sur le World.
Les gars, je vous ai dit que cette affaire-là, c'est un jeu social, de réputation, tout ça, mon gars. C'est pas des blagues, là. C'est pas des blagues. Il y a des personnes qui fuient un serveur parce que leur réputation est dead. La seule chose qui a descendu Kikomori, c'est qu'est-ce qu'on disait sur eux. Soyez sensibles à ça, les gars.
So, tu veux y aller?
Je pensais vouloir y aller, là je veux juste aller light. C'est comme...
Non, moi je dis qu'on y va pas.
Ah, ok.
Fait qu'on fait juste l'ignorer?
On fait juste ignorer, puis... on pourrait répondre, juste comme si... comme si nos personnes ne sont pas là tonight, so...
Ah non!
Mon chien.
Tu sais, pour de vrai, on peut juste dire qu'on est plus intéressé par ce Boonstone, on vise un autre. Tout simplement.
Ça, c'est mentir, ça. Parce que après, si jamais on fait un Boonstone puis on retourne sur celui-là, là, c'est comme si on bloque ce Boonstone-là pour tout le futur de notre guild. Là, comme...
On sait pas s'ils vont l'améliorer à cause quand ils vont faire l'autre moitié de la map. Est-ce que lui va être meilleur que...
Il n'y a pas besoin de like. On vit toutes les mêmes situations. Là. C'est juste décider comment handle ça. Parce que lui, il nous call out. Il est comme, yo, top 10, qu'est-ce que vous faites? Il veut se fight.
Moi, pour de vrai, il est avec une alliance.
J'ai vu une personne de l'Alliance pour de vrai. Il a mobilisé. Lui, il a travaillé sur le recrutement de sa guilde. Puis il n'est pas le seul qui recrute dans sa guilde, mon gars. Ils sont souvent dans les villes, souvent en train de parler aux gens, là. Le recrutement ne dépend pas d'une personne, là. Fait que, il veut montrer qu'il a level up son shit. Ah, je respecte ça. Je lui ai donné son respect, puis it is what it is. Sauf que je vais pas vendre des rêves que comme si, c'est pas ça que je voulais. Moi, il y a personne. Amuse-toi avec ce Boonstone, mon gars. C'est vraiment ça qui va se passer.
Tu réponds ou tu réponds?
Je vais carrément y aller.
Tu vas aller où?
Je vais aller devant eux.
Toi?
Si tu veux.
Pourquoi tu vas aller là-bas?
Mon gars, il m'a call out, je vais y aller. Puis comme un homme, mon gars, je step, puis je vais dire j'ai personne, mais si tu veux te battre, on peut faire un one-on-one or some shit. I don't give a damn.
Lâchez-la.
I don't give a shit. Moi, je suis... Mes necks sont... Mes gens... Pas mes necks, mais les gens de la guilde sont pas sous PvP, mais, you know... Je suis un genre de la guilde. Ah, shit. En plus, j'ai même pas le bon build, mon gars. Je vais sûrement me faire exploser ma tronche.
Yo, on voit l'invite, je suis là.
Combien de temps qu'il reste à cette affaire-là, comme ça?
C'est 20 minutes. Oh, tu t'es téléporté? Ok, non, c'est...
Ok, vous êtes en haut de ce sens-là, ok.
Moi, je suis le pire, parce que...
Moi, je pense que ce qui arrive dans la guilde, c'est qu'il y a une complaisance qui s'installe trop.
Il peut pas avoir une complaisance s'il n'y a même pas eu de règles établies, mon gars. C'est l'ordre des choses n'est pas là, mon gars.
Qu'est-ce que je veux dire là par complaisance, c'est que... Eux, ils voient que comme... Là, en ce moment, là... On n'a jamais... Honnêtement, on n'a pas parlé de Boonstone, ça c'est un peu de notre faute aussi.
Ouais, exact. C'est ça que je dis. Il peut pas avoir de complaisance si on n'a pas établi les règles, les attentes, les rôles. Regarde-les, ils scope out.
Je me demande même s'ils savent qu'on a un Boonstone. Je me demande même s'ils savent qu'on a un Boonstone.
Ouais, c'est vrai. C'est vrai.
Oh, c'est un très bon fait. C'est un fait. Est-ce qu'à partir d'ici, ils peuvent nous attaquer? Oh, c'est la nuit, fait que tout le monde peut s'attaquer ou? Cannot be used.
Il fait pas partie du feud.
Il va
Et puis là, il veut... Yo, Shino, je te laisse répondre à celle-là.
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit?
Il dit top 10, est-ce que vous voulez merge?
Qui a dit ça?
Ton ami?
Moulich. Non, dis-lui non.
Mais je peux pas les lock, on n'est pas dans le fighting area.
On n'est pas encore dans le
Non, c'est ça, il faut rentrer dedans pour que ça se passe.
C'est l'autre côté de la route.
Là, je suis en train de faire du drama. Je suis comme, oui, yo, est-ce que vous voyez qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je suis comme, we used to be allied. Puis là, et ils sont comme, only 3 of them. Là, il est comme, come inside, it's cozy. C'est straight up nos rivaux. Puis il vient sur ça, moi, je suis comme, on était alliés avant. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé avec notre alliance? C'est ça que je l'ai demandé. Je vais mettre du drama.
Alliés avec eux?
Ben oui, ça c'est les alliés que Shino avait fait au début là.
Ah, c'est pas le
Vous êtes déconnectés de cette politique les gars, man. Je sais pas comment vous gardez en temps.
Je sais pas beaucoup là quand cette alliance était là. J'ai juste vu le gars partir, mais je savais même pas c'était qui exactement.
Mais inquiétez pas aussi investi que maintenant.
You drop tags.
You drop tags. Mais pourquoi on parle dans le world?
Non, parce qu'il veut, c'est lui qui call out dans le world. Je call out dans le world. Moi aussi. Moi aussi, je ris. Je suis comme yo, je t'ai jamais rencontré, G. On avait peut-être une alliance, mais je t'ai jamais rencontré. Pourquoi maintenant je viendrais merge avec toi, mon gars? T'as même pas donné le respect d'aller meet le leader de l'autre guild. Pourtant, on était trop petits. T'as fait une affaire avec, you know, un des goons. Dis qu'on est alliés, là, ils vont sûrement aimer. Là, maintenant, tu crois que... Non, c'est une question de temps, frère. Amuse-toi avec ton Boonstone. Are y'all gonna defend it? Non. Là, il y a...
Bro.
Yo, là, tu vois? J'arrête de parler, là. Quelqu'un veut prendre la relève?
Mais Shino allait répondre, non?
Toi, non, t'es à côté de moi.
Oui, je sais, mais je veux dire... je pense que Shino allait répondre, je vais le laisser répondre. Je peux parler aussi, y a pas de problème.
Bon, décidez-vous.
Lui, il a tête, lui, il a un trip. Shino est là?
Ouais.
Hein?
Ouais. Attends, moi,
C'est quoi, si on fait un tree on tree?
On pourrait, man.
Je lui dis que juste que yo, là, nos personnes sont pas là tonight. Yo, qu'est-ce que vous en pensez, messieurs? Vous dites rien.
Non, on va pas leur dire qu'il y a personne avec nous, là.
Si on fait juste pas répondre?
Ben, yo, on peut dire qu'on on va pas merge, mais yo, c'est sûr que pour le reste, comme dire quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire?
Ben, on peut leur dire que, bon, regarde.
Ouais, c'est... Et... Into bubbles.
à la fin dans le world, ou il a arrêté.
Ouais,
On est encore dans le world. Mais yo, on peut pas juste rien dire. Moi, je pense qu'il faut leur répondre quelque chose. On peut juste leur dire que yo, nos personnes sont pas là tonight. That's it.
Ouais, vas-y.
Qu'est-ce qu'il veut savoir?
Hein?
Mais t'as pas besoin de connecter, toi? Qu'est-ce que tu fous, man? On va pas dire 45.
Qu'est-ce que tu vas aller faire contre eux, là? Depuis tantôt, je vous ai dit que ça sert à rien d'y aller parce qu'on va juste stop là. La dernière fois,
En même temps, il y a d'autres guilds qui sont là, ils sont en train d'essayer de voir qui va merge avec qui, là. Ils sont en train...
Ah, lui a mis ça sur la place publique, il est con là.
La place publique, les autres...
Moi, je ne mets pas d'attention à ce genre de...
Top 10 and dark merge into bubbles with powerhouse.
Ah, là, il parle de bubble, les...
Nothing going on at top 10.
Non, moi, la raison...
20 deep and no one's coming.
Moi, la raison pourquoi j'ai dit on n'y va pas et que ça sert à rien de faire tout ça, c'est parce que on a fait une erreur de pas éduquer les gens de la guilde sur les Boonstone.
Ouais.
Et puis, la dernière fois qu'il y a eu un Boonstone War, on a fait la même erreur. Et là, on a refait la même erreur. Parce qu'on est trop concentré sur les guild raids et puis les distributions. So.
Je suis d'accord, mais l'affaire c'est ça. C'est comme, on va dire, pour prendre encore un exemple dans mon travail, on veut quelque chose, on veut un comportement des employés. On a deux façons de faire. C'est soit que on recrute des employés ou on éduque des employés. Fait que moi, je suis dans la partie éduque des employés. Alright, si tu veux devenir meilleur, on va t'envoyer en formation avec Fred, tu vas voir, il est cool. Quand on veut pas te garder, on fait la même chose. On t'éduque, mais après on est comme, ah, t'as foiré l'affaire, ça. Ma bad, tu peux pas rester. On fait la même chose. Là, on a une guild. On veut quelque chose. Regarde, appear to have the most at a glance. Ils ont dit, Mike a l'air d'avoir le most. T'as le plus de swag. Là, tout le monde est comme, I agree. I agree. Et puis,
Yeah,
c'est ça.
Non, mais moi, je veux savoir, avant qu'on continue, on leur...
The wizard drip is impeccable.
Yeah, est-ce que je suis dans MD constant. Est-ce qu'on leur répond pas? Moi, c'est ça ma question.
Ok, moi je crois qu'on doit leur répondre. De 1, ils nous ont call out. De 2, on est sur le même serveur. De 3, tu sais, comme. Il n'y a rien de mal qui est en train de se passer là. On n'est pas en train de fight ou quoi.
Est-ce qu'on leur dit juste unfortunately comme si yo, nos gens sont pas là tonight?
Ça, ils n'ont pas besoin de le savoir, je crois.
Ils n'ont pas besoin de le savoir. Ok, so c'est quoi la réponse exactement?
Je sais pas. Premièrement, est-ce que vous voulez merch?
Non, mais attends, top 10, can we one-on-one at least?
At least.
C'est qui a dit ça?
C'est
Qui a dit ça?
Rock réfléchit.
Molécha.
C'est quoi son build? Il est où? Ah, j'ai bougé, tout le monde a freeze. Tabarnak. Eh ben, c'est temps de prendre la cale.
C'est quoi? Bow et Great Sword?
Bow et Great Sword.
Great Sword, ouais.
Ok.
On leur dit de régler ça à Castle Town.
On peut se battre ici.
On peut se battre ici.
Bow et Great Sword. Great Sword. Bow. Bow, Great Sword. Sword, Great Sword, sorry. Est-ce que je prends des curses? I feel I should. De toute façon, il n'y a pas de mana. Je crois pas qu'il build à la mic, so... Ça devrait être ok. Un seul curse devrait être suffisant. Skills. On va enlever le power. On va mettre du curse. Skills. On va le mettre ici.
So c'est toi contre lui?
On dirait.
Yo, wanna see that? Let's go. Le beau. On put the boss. On the bridge. Nice. Good story, mon gars.
Mais oui. C'est ça le but.
Oui, juste officer.
Regarde comment il m'attaque. Yak.
Ah,
Yak.
il nous a fait sleep.
Yak. Mais regarde comment on a de la prestance. On est devant eux. PvP, ils sont 20. Yo, c'est ça comment tu gères. Qu'est-ce que tu dis? L'autre a dit, oh shit. C'est ça, tu peux. On aurait pu ignorer. On aurait pu ignorer aussi. Mais ça là, ça nous donne des social points, mon gars.
Chita.
So vas-y, Rock, who's fighting me?
Tu regardes.
Sur le bridge, il pleut, les gars, je suis fini.
Yo.
Sur le bridge, il pleut. Et je serais allé faire dans le river, mon gars. Je suis fini, mon gars.
Vraiment. Ça a commencé?
Ouais,
oui.
Shit.
Ouais.
Oh wow, il me smoke. Eh ben, thanks.
Alright. Il s'est power up, il a fait exprès de power up là. C'est lui qui. T'as donné les first hit? Shine Fate?
Non, attends.
C'est lui qui a commencé le hit, hein?
Ouais.
Oh, nice.
J'arrête pas de le miss.
Il y a beaucoup
Il y a trop de
d'évasion.
hits. Il y a trop de hits.
Beaucoup d'évasion.
Ouais.
Si tu veux prendre la potion, mon gars,
Wow.
lui prends la potion. Fuck that, yo.
Yeah.
Everything goes, mon gars. Ouais.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Nice.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try.
GG, ouais.
Je sais pas comment il a heal tout ça, mon gars.
Mais il a un beau.
Oh, c'est vrai.
Il
C'est
a
moi
un
qui ai
beau,
allé.
c'est un bon, il a un beau.
Ouais, moi j'y vais encore.
Il y a encore le bon, on doit être ready to fight.
Yeah, moi ça me dérange pas.
Attends, laisse-moi écrire quelque chose. Round 2.
Ils sont down.
Ok, le beau est là déjà. Le beau est là. Wouch. Hey. Bah, aïe, ici, pité, pipi. Yo, il faut que je filme tout ça. Qu'est-ce que
on n'en peut plus.
Comment
On n'en
fait
peut
ça?
plus. On n'en peut plus.
Je vais aller m'asseoir là.
Tu l'as calé?
Oui, il a gagné. Il a gagné.
Fun.
Il a gagné.
Molechan?
Fun. Je sais pas qui, mais fun, monsieur.
Oh, moi je veux rebattre Molechan, mon gars. Il est oui. Léo, je l'ai poussé jusqu'à la fin du pont, mon gars. Moi j'y vais.
Oh, Rifa est là. Invite Rifa.
Moi, j'y vais.
Elle a fait n'importe quoi.
Il a dit Wizard Hat Go.
Yo. Attends, il faut que j'aille écrire Rifa. Oh shit, Rifa se fait smack. Attends.
Ben oui, elle va se faire smack. C'est
Non,
pas...
parce qu'elle frappe n'importe qui. Attends, il faudrait qu'on aille l'écrire.
Ouais.
Invita dans le go. Ah, Rifa dans le go.
Oh,
Rifa.
mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Oh, c'est un free for all?
Pourquoi ils l'ont
Oh, là, ils
abusé?
sont mauvais. Ouais, là, ils sont venus sur tout le monde. Là.
C'est something like that.
Mais il reste une minute, ça pour de vrai, c'est juste comme.
Ouais.
What you got?
Tu peux envoyer. Avant de te battre. Ah, t'as commencé.
Ouais,
ok.
ils sont en train de me sauter là.
Ah, ok, là, ils veulent
Ouais,
juste.
là,
Ok,
ils veulent juste se
ok,
battre.
vague alors. Correct.
C'est dommage.
Tu retournes, Mikey?
Yo, they wanna see the wizard? En vrai, je m'en vais dans la mauvaise direction. Non, pas la bonne direction.
« 12 est plus fort que 6. Ouais, c'est vrai.
Toute une zone. Mais là,
Je suis là.
bah non, les gars sont juste sur fight.
Oh, ils sont 20 deep.
Bah oui, ils sont pas ni deep là, ils sont fâchés, mon cher. Il reste 5 secondes.
J'aurais pu
Ouais,
le caler en
c'était-
plus, l'enfoiré.
C'était un bon film.
C'est
c'était
vrai,
un bon
si
film.
t'avais commencé avant.
Ouais, j'aurais
c'est ça,
dû
c'est
arrêter
toujours-
de battre
on
des
attend
pauses
plus.
puis de
Ouais, on n'attend
rentrer
plus.
dedans.
Moi, c'est ça qui. Ouais. C'est fini, attendre après que lui donne le hit. Ok, c'est encore. Non. On rentre. Straight up. Alright. That was
Non,
a
c'était
scenario.
drôle.
Quand même,
Un bon
ouais.
movie, un bon
Là
movie.
maintenant, ouais.
Puis pour de vrai, le nom de Top 10 est un peu plus sérieux là. Même si on n'a rien fait de sérieux. Ouais, yo, show up, one on one, c'était proche, ok.
Yeah,
Oh,
très proche,
next
très
time,
nice, très
next
nice.
time, on sait qu'est-ce qu'on fait. Hein.
Oh ouais, terrible. Non.
Si.
Ouais, moi j'ai calé un partenaire qui s'appelle Gas.
Nice job, mon gars. Nice job. Souplex, monsieur.
Yo, en plus il y a les mêmes affaires que moi.
Regarde, il a dit Yo Lloyd, wanna join us?
Ouais, gars, et le SDF a évasé de leur SDF Melissa. C'est le surintendant.
Now, why would we do that? Je comprends pas. Il a dit, come on bridge, peacefully.
Ouais, elle a dit ça à Rifa, mais ça, elle est arrivée, elle a commencé à attaquer tout le monde.
Ouais, c'est ça. Ouais,
Moi, je suis encore sur le bridge avec eux, là.
Hey, c'est... Chillet. Pour de vrai, on serait tellement des bons éléments chez eux, là. On serait avec eux, là, dans la même guilde, on serait au top. Mais... jamais sur cette bannière, jamais sur ce logo, jamais dans cette culture. I'm sorry.
La femme est arrivée à côté de moi, c'est toujours comme ça. La femme elle vient à côté de moi, elle a juste comme regardé dans mon... ça fait deux, ils arrivent, ils font juste pique comme si dans mon sac à dos pour voir qu'est-ce que j'ai et puis bon. But I don't show, baby, I don't show.
Il a dit, who's the guy that snuck attacked me? You snuck attack me.
Ouais, mais...
You did.
C'est Rifa. Non. Eh ben, non.
Là, on va changer un autre boom, c'est pas grave,
Ah.
cher. Là, on va aller dans un autre, puis on va en parler avec tout le
avant
groupe.
ça,
Ouais. Non, mais avant que ça se... Ouais, c'est sûr, on va en parler avec les... Avant de faire le... Peut-être pendant le raid ou quelque chose, pendant qu'il va y avoir comme 12 ou quelques moons, on va dire, yo, en passant, on va... Tu sais, prendre des boons, puis whatever, les riffs.
Laisse-moi voir son peuple.
Soyez à l'affût, là. En tout cas, messieurs, puis back après, là. C'est quoi, il reste combien de temps, moi? 2 minutes? Ok. Ouais, je reviens, puis d'œuf.
Ouais.
Ouais. The Wizard.
En tout cas.
The
Je
Wizard.
veux juste dire, en tout cas. Puis l'affaire c'est, je sais, puis il le faut, hein, ok? Un autre jour, il va encore avoir des décisions, puis là vous allez être comme, yo, pourquoi t'as fait ça? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Mais moi, ces moments-là, c'est pour ça que je vis, mon gars. Des stories dans les jeux, là.
Ah, mon gars,
C'est pour ça que je
j'adore.
vis, mon gars.
Yo, la pluie, mon gars, c'était épique, mon gars. C'était épique, mon gars. One-on-one, on the bridge. Et puis, yo, c'est comme si vous êtes arrivé, t'as dit one-on-one sur le bridge, t'as step up, tu t'es levé, t'as step up sur le bridge, il a commencé à pleuvoir. Et yo, je suis comme, yo, et puis le boy, on est assis derrière comme si, yo, is this serious, bro?
Attends, il dit que tu l'as attaqué quand on faisait un one-on-one?
Non, c'est Rifa qui a attaqué, mais c'était pas pendant one-on-one, non.
Kinda funny when we... Attends. Who's the guy that snuck attacked me, by the way? I think it was G Mike. He's a staff user. Kinda funny when we were doing one-on-one.
Non, c'est Rifa, c'est Rifa.
C'est Rifa qui l'a attaqué lui?
Ouais, ben c'est après le fight, mais Rifa l'a attaqué après, comme elle est arrivée, puis elle a commencé à juste spray tout le monde.
Ok,
C'est pour
mais
ça que j'ai dit
c'était...
comme peacefully on the bridge, c'est pour ça que j'avais dit ça.
Durant le one-on-one? Mon one-on-one?
Je ne pense pas que c'est pendant le one-on-one. Ah, t'as vu, il a dit, Yeti a dit was Rifa, lol, je suis dead.
Je ne crois pas que c'était durant notre one-on-one.
Non, c'est après, mon gars, il essaie de... On va leur dire, oui, cool, but we're not merging. On est là comme si...
Good numbers qui a réussi à pull out quand même, 12.
Yo, mon cher, bleu, mauve, yo, ils sont même pas strap.
Ils sont pas strap. J'arrête pas de dire, yo, on a besoin d'un core team qui est bon. C'est juste ça qu'on a besoin. Puis
Yo,
des
le
mouvements
gars
comme ça, là, yo,
sauté, là.
on aurait pu observer, on aurait pu là, absorber cette guilde. Là, si je l'avais désuspect, et puis après, on aurait commencé à parler de yo, join et nous, quoi que ce soit, fusion, tu vois, c'est comme ça que ça serait trop fou. Mais malheureusement, j'ai pas pu step up. C'est comme si c'était le 3. Là, je me sens comme les gars là, il reste 2-3 minutes, il y a 3 points à faire et puis ils missent les shots. Ah, d'accord. Why not have it on while it's a boon defense? That makes more sense. Why not run your best on a guild v guild?
Ben, c'est ça, c'est exactement. Ça revient à la réponse que vous voulez donner tout à l'heure. Check ça, mon cher, Staff of Resistance bleu, Golem Crossbow bleu, du mana sur un et puis yo, du hit chance sur l'autre, bro. Arrête de niaiser là. On est strap out là, mon gars, racked up then racked out, mon gars. Mon cher. Le Wizard, regarde. Que c'est vraiment, c'est mage, mais elle a vraiment, yo, Wizard. She dead, regarde. She dead. Yo, good game, mon gars. Good game.
Ils ont choke pour un instant, gars. Ils sont comme, oh, on a choke pour un instant. Yo, j'étais à 7 vies. Here, hop, hop.
Oui,
Go get. Up and down.
Pour de vrai,
Up and down. Au moins, c'était dans le live, fait que je sais que je vais pouvoir le retrouver. Mais up and down. J'ai juste blow mes cooldowns trop vite, là, genre. Mon cher, le match a même pas duré 15 secondes. J'ai buff duration, 4 cooldowns.
Ça a duré un petit bout quand même, hein.
Ouais, mais j'aurais dû plus les stagger là. Cry babies, the lot of you. Qui ça? Us? Qui cry? Who's crying? Who's crying? Me internally. Very.
Dead.
Ouais, il parle vert là.
Oui, mais on s'en va à casser le temps, mon gars. On va régler ça one-on-one.
Ben, je lui ai proposé, mais je sais pas s'il est allé.
Attends, reste ici. Attends, laisse-moi te follow.
Ah, puis
Ok,
là, ça va
vas-y,
juste.
tu
Puis
Ouais.
quand je me téléporte, tu te téléportes?
Je suis pas sûr, on peut essayer. Comme ça qu'on va savoir.
Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? We talking bozo. À qui il parle? Uninstall my
Ah,
game
bah,
or
peut-être-
hit. Ouais, il parle plus à moi là. Je comprends qu'il parle. C'est moi qui appelle
Ouais.
bozo? J'étais
J'avais demandé si mon. Non, c'est du téléporte en fait, je vais
Ok.
téléporter. Ah, mais je commence à.
Attends, je vais
Ah.
le voir. Non, hein?
Non, mais non.
Ok.
J'avoue, hein, il aurait capté où ce que tu vas et puis il vaut, puis pour le voir avec toi.
C'est qui ces gars-là qui parlent? Ok, ça c'est un autre build. Ok.
Ouais, c'est ça, on est rendu quelque part d'autre, là. Laisse-moi ramasser de l'herbe pendant que je suis ici. C'est de l'herbe pour mes recettes.
Bon,
Bon.
back to guild business.
C'était fun. It was nice, it was nice. Ah, mais non, j'ai essayé de me charger de ça à l'avenir pour le reste.
De quoi?
Bah, déjà hier, on était tous là. Si on avait juste mentionné ça, peut-être qu'il serait pas venu, mais au moins on aurait pu, tu comprends, on aurait dit
Ouais.
ok, comme intentionnellement, comme si
Ouais,
ou
ouais,
whatever, tu comprends. Mais là c'est juste, on l'aura pas dit, ça je veux dire.
Je suis d'accord.
Ah. Puis comme Shino a dit, la moitié savent peut-être même pas qu'on a un Boonstone, mon cher.
Mhm. Oh, ça m'a énervé quand même. Comment les Warriors peuvent quand même me mettre down, man? Comme, il n'y a plus d'endroit où je peux mettre des stats. Il n'y a plus d'endroit. Comment
Ouais,
je
ouais,
fais?
ils s'en
Yo,
foutent.
j'ai 70 strength, 60 perception.
Ah,
Comment empêcher le
CC? Il faut la pierre, comme tu as dit, de 1, mais il faut vraiment le. Mon gars, max F, mon gars. Max health, mon gars. Max health.
Puis pourquoi je suis arrivé avec Taunt? Il est tout seul, one-on-one, je suis arrivé avec Taunt. C'est dumb. J'aurais dû changer mon build. J'étais trop arrogant. Je suis arrivé avec un build comme si farm. Ah ouais. Là, j'essaie de. Oh, one-on-one back. Oh non, je veux plus.
Ouais, non. C'est toujours comme ça.
Facile, mon cher.
Il a vu qu'il a failli perdre. Si, il avait sauté
Dominé,
l'affaire. Il a dit, reviens quand tu veux, mon gars. Tu sais?
Ok, je vais prendre ça with
Et
strength.
comment, mon gars, qu'est-ce que tu sais pas, c'est qu'il y a pas 10 potions Big Health, mon gars. Et puis
Oh, moi, c'est vrai, j'oublie de pop ces potions-là, mais j'abuse pour de vrai.
moi aussi, je pop pas. C'est Shino qui est quick with the potion, mon gars.
Ça va.
Je pense que le beau aussi, mais non, moi je suis potion, mon
Ouais,
gars.
parce
Arrête.
qu'on a des spells, mon gars, on est comme même. Mes spells vont être assez. Mais yo, ça m'étonne quand même que yo, toute cette défense, toute cette endurance, mon gars, investi. Et still, le partenaire peut me mettre down, puis tu rallies 50-60% de ma vie. Je suis comme.
Peut-être que tu veux du, justement, le warrior c'est ton problème, tu veux du stun resist, peut-être que...
Yo,
C'est ça que tu veux.
j'ai toutes les résistances, je suis à 60 perceptions. 60 perceptions, ça me donne 300 de toutes les résistances. J'ai mon passif qui me donne 300 de plus.
Attends, mon gars, je m'en vais directement dans l'enfer pour aller regarder qu'est-ce que tu parles, mon gars.
Regarde, il y a...
60 de perception.
Ouais.
Non, pas strength.
Non, perception. Pour le CC chain, c'est... Ah, c'est vrai ça. Attends, c'est quoi qui me donne la résistance alors? Ah, ok, c'est juste sur mon personnage. Ouais, j'ai 70 de strength. Fait que ça me donne le maximum de. Ben oui, mon cher. Ça me donne le maximum de health et tout. Non, c'est juste mes rotations que j'ai foiré. Je sais que j'ai foiré. Mais j'ai 70 de strength, j'ai 60 de perception. À part ça, j'ai le collision résistance qui est à 300 avec des runes.
Mais 60 de perception, parce que la perception va te donner. Ça donne du chance, du CC chance, mais c'est le wisdom qui va te. Non, ça donne seulement du cooldown. Dextérité, c'est dextérité, melee, evasion. Oh my.
I can't go
Increase the
melee
accuracy of attack, CC effect, and duration of bar, max damage, I mean. Ok.
Je m'en vais perception pour pouvoir les collisions parce que c'est ça mais si le pull, le push, etc.
Ok,
je peux pas le manquer.
ok, CC chance, CC
Ouais.
chance. Okay,
J'aurais pu aussi frapper un sleep, etc. En fait, c'est le laziness de changer le build, oui, qui fait que j'ai foiré. Mais j'aurais pu le frapper un sleep, plein d'affaires que j'aurais pu faire, mon gars.
Mon gars, si c'est pour un one-on-one sur le bridge, mon gars, yo. Take everything, mon gars, take everything. Active tes stalagmites, mon gars.
Ouais.
Mail, mon gars.
T'as raison. Je ne ferai plus cette erreur-là. Parce que yo, le stick c'était high, mon gars. J'étais comme yo, même doigt est en train de shake.
Là, j'arrive avec un buffet, mon gars, PvP. Evasion. Miss, il comprend rien, mon gars, Miss.
Stéphanie, non mais c'était fun. Puis là, c'est comme, c'est pas seulement ce fight là, mais c'est comme, on va dire, top 10 là, ils vont se rappeler du mage. Puis toi, tu vas avoir de la difficulté à enlever ce chapeau là. Surtout à cause de ça là. Si jamais c'est pour ça. Le Vanette a déjà appelé GM, ok c'est safe. Le beau a floqué de cal, tout le monde sait qu'il est dangereux, c'est sûr qu'il se fait feud. Ouais.
Mon gars.
Puis moi je vais hunt moi le champ, regarde partout sur les terrains. Partout. Ouais. Puis regarde, les plus forts c'est eux qui étaient en avant prêts à se battre, comme nous. Les autres en arrière, ça c'était du fodder, mon accord, qu'on aurait pu manger. Fait que si on était 3, on va dire vraiment geared up là.
Yo, Mr. Reaper, là, c'est quelqu'un que tu veux dans ton frontline, oui?
Ouais. Hey, j'ai jamais, yo, écoute bien. I don't know, moi je prends tous les pronoms. I don't know who and I don't really care. As long as you know what you're doing.
Je suis dead, je reviens dans, exactement 30 minutes pour le boss.
Do it.
Adontus ou Excavator?
Adontus, I guess.
Are we at the rain?
Adontus, c'est bon.
Le masque. Ah oui, c'est Griddle. Oh, c'est pas pire, ça fait Griddle Affector. Ok, allez.
Ouais.
They're gonna dive, AoE, do some moves to another AoE CC. Oh my god, it's over. This is broken already on paper. You've reached a point. Spear is on the way, and there's some really, really exciting updates that are to be revealed at the end of this video. Only a little bit has been spoiled for me, but I have mostly gone into this completely unaware of what's going to be talked about, and I'm super excited. The roadmap for Throne looks really, really good if you're still interested in playing this game, and there's going to be a bunch of bits and pieces that we can look forward to and we'll talk about as we go through this. So, let's jump into it.
I would like to thank you for joining us today as we celebrate our first global feature reveal for Throne and Liberty. On behalf of the teams at NCSoft and Amazon Games, I'm proud to announce Throne and Liberty's first new weapon, Spear. Today, with game producer Sentry at NCSoft, Throne and Liberty, and Kiko right here, we'll take an inside look at the development process behind the Spear, showcase its awesome in-game visuals, talk about the Spear mechanics, and how it plays with our other weapons, and most importantly, reveal the date on which you can build it on live servers for the first time.
Wow, so they're gonna do a global release. Am I smelling global release of a weapon? Korea's not gonna get it first? Everyone gets it and we all get to share the excitement together? I'm not familiar with this type of Korean MMO. Go on!
Let's get started.
Yeah!
So, Sentry, I've had some time to play with Spear, but why don't we start with you? What is Spear?
PL의 여덟 번째 무기로
Caliber's
그
8
다루는
weapon
근거리 무기.
is a fire attributes, close range weapon. Although it's a melee weapon, you can gain combat advantages through its long reach and pocket plays with throwing mechanics.
빠른 템포의
It enables combo-based combat with the fast tempo skills, has initiating skills that allow you to leap into battle instantly. Overall, it's a hybrid weapon that can fulfill both tank and DPS roles, what we might call a bruiser or a fighter. Designed specifically for these roles. Dang, I was really I'm a wand user, so I was really hoping Spear wand might have some usage between it, but it sounded like it's not. Obviously, SnS Spear is probably going to be like the meta chasing one. If it's a DPS build, then Spear Staff is probably going to be a good combo. Spear Greatsword sounds weird to me, but I can see that working. Spear Dagger will probably go so hard. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a meta changing item potentially.
So, what went into making Spear feel unique compared to
Well, first of all, it's a spear and it looks very, very different to all the other weapons and operates differently, but let me tell you a much more long-winded versions. When users first see the spear, we want it to leave a strong impression. When users hold a spear in their hand, we want it to make the spear look long and large, so we get a lot of visual size adjustments and tests. We can confirm spear size matters.
We just talked a lot about art and visuals and how impactful things can be with Spear, but what's something that maybe players won't notice right away?
Maybe one thing our players could easily overlook is the intricate patterns that are hidden inside of the spear, and also the finishing touches. Spear in our game is not only about making some cool shapes and designs, but it's also about incorporating various cultural design motifs throughout the weapon. Usually our players zoom the camera out when engaging in intense battles, so if I don't point out the details here, they might go unnoticed.
In the world of Throne and Liberty, of course, is there any like NPC or lore character who wields and use Spear?
Yes, there's the NPC who has huge potential to become a famous female orc guardian, Veronica. Ooh, new character. Maybe she was the voice that was reading us all these quests and lore throughout us spamming through the dialogue. Maybe she's the voice we heard the whole time. We designed her as a strong and fierce personality. So with the introduction to Spear, I think people can look forward to meeting Guardian Veronica in the game.
Great insight. Let's hear more from Sentry himself.
Actually, yeah, you know, when I was listening to the art director, I really liked what he was saying about how it was designed. I want to hear from you a little bit more. How does Spear fit into the lore or the game world of Throne and Liberty?
It's a spear. We've done 8 minutes and 30 seconds talking about a stick with a rock on top of it. Are we really gonna do another 10 minutes talking about the spear and art design? Can we showcase the moves? What is going on? Why are we feel like the order of this would have been better if they did all the cool stuff first, and then they're like, okay, now that everyone's here now, like let's talk about the art design, the lore, and then everyone like starts to tune out of the video. This is how they retain your attention throughout the entire video. They put you through like 10 minutes of this, and then they give you like 2 minutes of nonsense, and they give you some fun fact, and then they get to the good stuff. I wonder what fun fact we're gonna hear. Unlike other games where new weapons come with new classes, introducing a new weapon in Throne of Liberty means that the current players can immediately use the new equipment. Therefore, we want to integrate a new weapon through a story of a hero who uses a spear. Okay. Oh. Along with the spear update, there will be an additional codex and a story about a new guardian who uses the spear. Oh, okay, so Guardian Aranka, we're going to be able to use Aranka as the guardian. Okay, I'm thinking of like a new NPC being added, but Aranka probably may be a guardian we can use that. Since this naturally fits into the world's narrative, we recommend checking it out. Oh, of course it does. You're the one who put it there.
Getting players with new guardians can be really fun. I'm looking forward to it with my character. So with that, let's shift a little bit more into the gameplay now. So what can players initially expect?
Yes, we are 9 minutes and 9 seconds in. Let's talk about gameplay now.
When they get their hands on spears.
It features advantageous combat styles that control distance with long range and highly mobile skills suitable for charging or pursuit. It includes extremely agile, fast tempo combo skills that our players haven't experienced in Throne of Liberty before. Ooh, it's fast-paced, high APM. Spear has attractive skills for defense and counterattacks, allowing players to gain strategic advantages. It also has AoE attack skills that can be used for poking plays through spear throwing. Okay, so it has range as well. And enables new tactical choice through omnipotence skills. In conclusion, this will bring different strategies and ways of fighting compared to existing warfare. We hope you enjoy experimenting with those skills after the update.
I had my hands on spear earlier. It was so fun. I got to test out a lot of these skills and that fast gameplay you mentioned. And this kind of ever building. The more you're comboing, the better that spear's getting.
Yeah.
So, you know, with that in mind.
Oh, interesting. Is that a hint that the spear is going to have a gauge, a combo gauge meter, where like it starts getting multipliers in terms of maybe more attack speed for the higher combo layout and stuff like that? He did mention it gets better as you get back up, or it's just you're being a rock star in APM, and that's the min-max of it.
What do you think are some of the defining skills that spear brings to you?
Well, he may have just leaked one, I'm not sure. Let me explain a few key points. Spear has a unique mechanism called Ember. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what we talked about. Think of it as a resource required for certain skills and also uses Spear to boost a debuff called Weaken Ignition. Okay. Among active skills, there's a special skill that can be used up to 5 times consecutively, and another skill that pushes surrounding opponents away by swinging the spear. Spear also features omnipotence skills, one that prevents targets from parrying, and another that allows long-distance leaping with an AoE effect. Whoa! Oh my god! SnS spears, you're hooked up. You are so good. Nirma users are salivating right now. Imagine leaping into a crowd of people, AoE CCing people, and just getting out. Dropping off all your stuff and then just getting out of it. Or staying in the thick of it. Or getting someone to pull you back. Oh my god! This is going to be sick to see. In passives, notably, there's an ability that becomes more powerful when used with two-handed weapons. Okay, so it favors two-handed weapon usage. And another that increases resistance status effect when using mobility skills. In addition, there are skills that synergize with weakened stacks. Oh boy, this is going to be busted.
Brings some pretty unique elements to its gameplay, something that we don't have in other weapons. And you were mentioning some of these, charges and other things. How does that tie into Spear's weapon mastery?
There are 3 skill trees: Charge, Destruction, and PvP. The Charge tree focuses on mobility and defense. The Destruction tree is optimal for DPS and extreme damage. And the PvP tree consists of elements useful in PvP combat. Okay, that didn't tell us much. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god. What PvP tree has just got something busted in it. I can see it.
Hold on. Let's learn more about Spear.
Yeah, let's learn more about Spear. We're 11 minutes in. We learned all about how it looks and what it sounds like, and let's keep talking about it.
We're lucky enough to sit with lead combat designer at NCSoft, and let's hear what he has to say.
All right, let's listen up. The Spear player can either serve as a nuker or a bruiser. For example, the Spear player can wrap their body in a CC resistance buff. Whoa, that subtitle is fast. CC resistant buff, and also by using the AoE CC ability. No! Nirma users are salivating! They're salivating! Oh my god! use some moves to another AoE CC. Oh my god, it's over. This is broken already on paper. They can target multiple backline DPS opponents and then disable them. Oh my god, dude, you can walk into frontline, CC them, dive into backline, and CC them. Oh my god, the in-gauge and mid-gauge usage of this is going to be busted. It sounds so good on paper. I bet you it's gonna... I bet it won't be shocked. The tanks are on the come up right now. With the spear player, guild members can dive in together and just wipe opponents out. Yep, that's... Wow, they are so honest.
Time I got to play with you and your team. You walked me through Spear, some of the skills and abilities it has, lots of unique things, melee range, lots of dashes, CC. So I'm just curious, what do you think is the core rotation or the core kit for Spear when you look at it?
Wow, he's already asking him for advice. Tico, well played. That's a great question. The basic mechanism of Spear comes in 3 stages. Is he going to talk about green, blue, purple? You can stack debuffs. When the stack goes to the maximum, you can use your primary attack skill and it will have some special effects. Okay, so this is the gauge meter we were talking about. And when the debuff expires before that, it'll make a detonation? No way! The detonation actually is rather different from previous abilities. It's not only applying to one target, but also applies to all neighboring enemy target. It says it's an AoE. What the? It's Nirma users are... Someone get the bucket. Oh my god. This is sounding so broken. So you fill up your passive meter, you dive in, drop an AoE stun, push further in the back line, drop an AoE stun, do a bunch of damage, fill up the gate, do AoE shit, die, rinse, repeat. I'm not gonna lie, I might be re-rolling SnS after this video.
Cover the active skills and the passive skills, but as we all know, TL has skill specializations, which is one of the most probably impactful changes to combat that has come to the game. So I'm curious, how does Spear tie with that skill specialization? You know, is there anything particularly iconic or impactful about some of the specializations that will be available to players for Spear?
Through skill specialization, some of these skills...
Yeah, c'est ça et non-stop.
Fire element.
Ah, ok, c'était ton lyrics. Ouais, c'est vrai, boss, ça veut dire.
If it hits your enemy, okay? You can stack your ignition debuff, and when it stacks to the maximum, it'll automatically explode. Wait. Oh my god. So wait, imagine this. So this sounds repeatable. Like if you could live in the backline or live in the midline as an SnS, this sounds like a repeatable move. And give damage to the neighboring area. For example, if throwing skill deals damage, so it's kind of controlling the area from a distance. But if you go skill specialization, whoa. Skill specialization will then evolve into a flaming spear. The flaming spear will go into a chain and inflict an AoE effect. Oh, interesting. Under specific conditions, you can do this multiple times, so stack up really fast, then explode, and it will really make a thrilling combat experience.
Dans le 3.
Je vais pouvoir le voir quand ça.
Je sais.
Personal question for you.
He's telling you it's just gonna go bang, 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 and everyone gets mad at you, and the world chat fills up with a bunch of salty beavers. Oh boy.
So, would you play with Spear, and what would be the weapon combination of your choice?
Oh yeah, we're asking the good stuff. As we previously explained, we talked about a lot of synergy with the greatsword and two-handed weapons. So for me, it will pair together with the sword and shield if I want to survive longer, or with daggers for smoother initiation.
About the debuff from Spear, mastery levels. Let's talk more about PvE. So I'm wondering, like, how does it fit into, let's say, Abyss Dungeon?
Oh, it's interesting. I really enjoy that they talk about a bunch of combat stuff with this and then start talking about PvE after. The AoE build is great, but when you succeed in weakening and also every time you kill your enemy, it increases your attack speed. Here it is. I talked about it. I said it. I predicted this. My bingo card is filling up. You can leverage them and then use it for speed farming. Why are they doing this with the subtitles? They're like so quick on some of them and so slow on the other ones. You can leverage them and then use it for the speed farming or hunting. And also in emergency situations, you can also use the skill to restore your health, and then it can sustain your survivability. The Nirma users are salivating. Tanks are drooling over this.
Sounds like it is super, like, strong and...
Dude, you listen to that pause? I would not be shocked. I'm willing to bet some money that her first thought was overpowered. It's like, so it sounds really strong and really fun. She wanted to say, it sounds really overpowered and broken. I'll translate it for you, don't worry.
of this dungeon, but what about in co-op dungeon? Is it still strong?
Yes, of course. Unlike other weapons, and Throne of Liberty Spear has its party synergy effect, which increases heavy attack chances for the party. No! Oh, this is so broken. So it's giving a significant buff, boosting your party members. Wow! Hold up. So wait, is there Spear Wand synergy? Big copium here, but Wand has a book and a wand. That's two hands. So I'm just saying. So it's giving a significant buff, boosting your party members. And also, if you use the explosion mechanism, its sudden DPS can also deal huge amounts of damage. So you can look forward to this. Boosting your party members. Remember that. And also, if you use the hold up. So wait, is there Spear Wand synergy? Big copium. So it's giving a significant buff, boosting your party members. Wow. Hold up. So wait, is there Spear Wand synergy? Big copium here, but Wand has a book and a wand. That's two hands. So I'm just saying. So it's giving a significant buff, boosting your party members. Remember that. And also, if you use the explosion mechanism, its sudden DPS can also deal huge amounts of damage. So you could this.
Really cool. I might have to consider replacing my greatsword with spear now.
That's one of the things I've been thinking about too is, am I going to play spear? Am I going to keep my weapon instead? So I want to ask you, Sentry, what are the weapons that you think are going to combo best with spear?
You already asked this! A notable feature is the passive synergy that becomes more powerful when used with other two-handed weapons. Yes. I feel like they're just drilling this into my brain now. I just feel like I'm being brainwashed. Artwork. Synergy. Therefore, it naturally pairs well with greatswords, stabs, and longbows. Particularly when combined with a greatsword sharing stun and shock effects and utilizing multiple status effects, it can become a terrifying combination for opponents. I'm surprised he didn't just repeat himself in saying SnS. Stabs burning, Spear's ignition debuff can be maximized when using lightning skills. Oh my god. Given its decent survival abilities, I'd also recommend builds utilizing daggers. Overall, you can create new combat styles by combining various charge skills and knockback effects with different weapons.
But what about you, Sentry? What do you think? What are you most looking forward to with the Spear? What are you excited about?
Money. Say money. I'm so excited for how much money we're gonna make selling all these costumes and make more people play this game as we release more content and listen to our community and make a profit over all the other dying MMOs in the MMO genre. Sorry, it's a lot more PA or PR friendly. With weapon combinations now expanded to 28 varieties.
Eclipse,
I'm very curious about the
You know
various
that?
builds players will create.
On va laisser l'écouter ce le little one et puis j'arrive.
TL is just so unique with how many
A wizard.
it has. So to see Spear introduced, I think it's going to open up so many possibilities, and it's going to take a while for, I think, the meta to really settle, and I think that's a really exciting part of introducing a new weapon to a game like Throne of Liberty. We're running a little bit low on time now, so is there any last thing that you want to say?
Well, yeah, because you soaked up all the time talking about artwork for the first 12 minutes, repeating yourself. That could have been a 3-minute segment, Tico.
To our players before you go, Sentry?
I've put a lot of effort into designing this new weapon. I personally am very excited. And also, I'm very happy to introduce spears simultaneously to both Korean and global players. And I hope the update brings new enjoyment to Throne of Liberty combat. Thank you.
The update will also introduce the new rune system, war games, dimensional trials, expanded livestock content.
Wait a second. So it's challenge. Whoa. So we get spear challenge dungeons. We get runes. And then, wait, is that the large-scale simulation thing that they were talking about? Wait a second. Hold on.
Introduce the new rune system, war games.
We get war games too? Oh my god, goosebumps. We get war games, we get runes, we get... Why would they... Oh man, they really wanted to soak up that watch time. Talking about all that nonsense in the beginning. Ah, yeah, they started talking about artwork at the end of this all. Wow. So now they do... Oh, these... They're cooking us, man. Absolutely.
Dimensional trials, expanded livestock content,
Wow.
and a bunch of quality of life improvements.
Quality of life improvements. I actually believe them when they say that. Wow, rip my free time indeed.
As always, your feedback is a driving force behind how we evolve Throne and Liberty.
I actually agree, because I feel like they're actually listening to it. A lot of the changes that they've made have been such huge, bold, capital W's. So, I don't know, man. This is really good. The thing is obviously a lot of us are concerned with daily content and the daily rinse repeat, what the longevity of the game is going to be. So, this definitely is going to give us a bit more time and playability. For how long? Unsure, because so many things are so monotonous right now. But that's a hype update that's just around the corner. Okay, well, if you like this video and want to see more and want to hang out, then yeah, give the video a like and come check out my stream sometime. Links are in the description down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Je vais aller faire une sieste, j'ai pas vu qu'il était 8 heures.
Comment?
Je vais juste faire une sieste, mais j'ai pas vu qu'il était 8 heures.
What are you trying to do?
Une sieste.
I know. Mais le fait qu'il est 8 heures, ça fait quoi? On travaille pas demain, non? Cette forme-là, man.
days are coming up real quick, so give your dad, your bro, or just yourself the wallet upgrade that you all deserve. Bridge's Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals mean you can score up to 47% off stuff across their entire site. The discounts won't last, so click the link below to check it out for yourself, or stick around to the end of the video to learn. Supervibe. Now, before you click off the video, I know what you're thinking. A MOBA review on the Skill Up channel? Ew. But hear me out. What if I told you that this isn't a MOBA, at least not fully? This is actually a MOBA, hero shooter, and battle royale rolled into one. You're not exactly selling me on this, Austin. Sounds like a complete mess. But what if I told you that combination works surprisingly well, because it takes the best parts of each of these genres and cuts the fat? It's League of Legends without the unwieldy itemization and complex metagame. It's Fortnite without the long periods of meandering or teammates running off on their own. And it's Overwatch, but with compelling mid-match progression and character-wide mobility that prevents those one-sided stalemates. What if I also told you that this isn't just an imitation that falls short of that competition, because it's made by a studio filled with senior talent responsible for much of the look and feel that have made those games the powerhouses that they are? Seriously, if you go on their website and scroll through the team, you'll see it's just a who's who of folks that have worked on the biggest multiplayer games of all time. From League of Legends to Fortnite, Halo, Destiny, Overwatch, and many more. If you have even a passing interest in those games, I think you'll be surprised by how comparable Supervibe is in terms of its tight design, polish, and gameplay. It reminds me a lot of when Apex Legends and Valorant entered this space. It's just this X factor you can feel in your jellies from the moment you enter your first match. It kind of gives me real confidence that this hero shooter will go the distance where so many before it have failed to do so. The first thing you're probably wondering is, what exactly is Supervibe? Well, as I said, it's a cross between Battle Royale, MOBA, and Hero Shooter. There are currently 3 modes available in early access. There's a 4v4 arena mode, which is fun for some quick action, but the main mode is ostensibly a Battle Royale, which you can play in either teams of 2 or 4. Once you've found a match, you'll pick a hero to play, like you would a hero shooter. Then you'll drop in and search for loot, as is typical for a battle royale, but with the addition of MOBA-like power progression, where you kill mobs to level up and put points into your abilities. On top of that, there's all kinds of bosses littered around the map that drop team-wide buffs, but the main enemy is of course the other teams of players, who you will run into more and more as the death circle shrinks. Last team standing wins. You know the drill. So that's the general loot, which we'll talk about in more detail soon. But the next thing you're probably wondering is, why does this look so much like League of Legends? And yeah, I mean, I can see why you might draw that comparison. I mean, look at it. The isometric view, the hand-painted aesthetic. Hell, parts of the UI look pretty similar as well. It is no mere imitation, though. This is the debut title for Theorycraft Games. Much of the art team working on this game previously worked at places like Riot, Blizzard, and Epic Games. So it's no surprise that they would want to flex that expertise and bring that proven visual language here. It's clean, it's functional, it's appealing. If it ain't broke, you know that. Having said that, if you actually put this side by side with League, they don't look that alike. Supervibe leans harder on that blocky stylization. It's got a more vibrant color palette. The map is also broken up into various biomes and man-made structures to make moving through it feel visually and functionally diverse. If you know me, you know I'm a sucker for this art style. Really dig how this game looks overall. Likewise, the character designs. We'll talk about their kits in a second, but on a visual level, they look really great. And that is crucial for any hero shooter. A major reason Concord failed to garner interest is that the characters really lacked visual appeal or distinctiveness. Definitely not an issue here. One of the lead artists on this game was literally the lead character artist on Overwatch 1 and 2, and the art director for Supervibe was the character art director on Valorant. That experience really shows, as a single glance at these designs instantly gave me an idea of how they operate and compelled me to want to try them all. So, how do they play? Well, brilliantly, in fact, especially if you were skeptical about this being too MOBA-like. What surprised me was that this doesn't control at all like a MOBA. The camera is locked to your character. You use WASD to move, you can jump, you can crouch, and the mouse is at all times driving your character's aim. It's more like a top-down shooter in that regard, but I don't want to give the impression that it's all shooting.
Supervive's character kit design leans closely to that of Overwatch, so if you're a fan of the more ability-driven combat as opposed to the focus on guns like in most battle royales, I think you'll really dig the combat in Supervive. Each character has a suite of abilities on relatively short cooldowns alongside their own unique weapon. There's a neat level of parity across their kits. The shift key is always a movement ability, Q is always some kind of AoE skill. What this meant is that after playing just one character, I found it very easy to jump in and play any other because there was less need to adjust my muscle memory. But that's not to say that they feel homogenized. I mean, each character can handle quite differently. Obviously, those with guns have different fire rates, mag sizes, and reload speeds, but you've also got more fantasy-themed kits. For example, one wields a bow, which travels further and hits harder based on how long you hold the left click. There's this paladin-esque tanky dude whose basic attack throws a hammer like Thor, but holding click charges it up for a close-range swing that deals big damage and knocks back enemies. Some of these characters have really cool interactions between their abilities as well. Like the shield dude that I mentioned, he can raise his shield up like Reinhardt, but I later learned that he can continue to attack while it's up, and using his movement ability while it's up can make it invulnerable for a time. The team's experience with Overwatch really shows here, as the kit design promotes that same level of instinctive cooperative play. Everyone knows to fall behind the chunky tanks, to stay near the healers, to guard your squishy backline DPS, and for the melee fighters to initiate together. The ability design here really encourages the squad to always move and engage as a unit, which I really loved. It sounds like a no-brainer to design kits this way in a hero shooter, but it's not something they all do. Some might prefer Valorant's focus on gunplay, where a skilled enough player can ace the entire team solo, but certainly in a battle royale setting, squad mates running off to do their own thing can be frustrating, as is sometimes the case in Apex Legends or Fortnite. I don't mind hero shooters where you're more self-sufficient, but for me, they're at their best during those intense, fully coordinated team fights, and Supervive delivers that on the regular. I've spoken about how every character has some kind of dash, but crucially, you can also glide. This is a key mechanic, as you'll often use it to cross the empty abyss that lies between each of the map's zones. It's a clever solution to the problem of verticality. In most battle royales, you can approach from any axis, which gives you so many ways to outmaneuver your enemy through smart map awareness. With a top-down perspective, you can't really do that, and even with the fog of war that's in place here, you might have run the risk of fights becoming too one-sided or devolving into stalemates. But this gliding mechanic allows for so much outplay potential. It allows you to flank enemies from any angle, and it's a cool tool for juking players or bailing on a fight entirely, because shooting a player while they're gliding over a gap will instantly kill them. Definitely makes people more hesitant to chase after you even if you're outnumbered. That's just one of the many ways in which Supervive opens the door for the kind of clutch plays that even the average player can pull. In that way, it kind of stands out as a more casual, friendly, forgiving game, despite pulling from genres that can often feel quite punishing. Not only does the gliding mechanic act as the perfect getaway, but the death zone doesn't actually kill you. You just can't heal inside it, which means you can take your time to find another way around if enemies are waiting for you. Reviving your teammates is easy to do as well. You're not forced to stay completely still, locked into an animation. You can continue to provide cover fire and strafe around a bit. Respawn towers that revive your entire team are plentiful and positioned such that you have sufficient cover against incoming enemies. You can capture these camps that'll act as a sort of home base for your team, allowing you to replenish potions and armor. Finally, one of the best things I think is that the map size is refreshingly small, which means that you spend less time meandering and more time fighting, making losses feel less punishing on your time. Battle royales are stressful, man. I mean, you spend all this time looting stuff, you've got one life, if your partner goes down, it's on you to go all John Wick and save them. If you don't, you might just get flamed for being bad at the game, forcing you to log off and boot up Stardew Valley to remind you that games are a source of joy and not just pain. Oh yes, we've all been there. Anyway, that constant pressure is likely what pushes a lot of players away from the genre, so I really appreciate the compromises Supervive has made to help alleviate that. Similarly, MOBAs can feel unfathomably complex when jumping in for the first time. Learning when to assist another lane, the best time to go back to the shop for items, wrapping your head around all those items and which work well with your character, what order to buy them in, what your abilities do, and then repeat this for like the other 150 other characters that exist in the game.
Supervibe uses its clever genre blends to trim down on much of these intricacies. The Battle Royale structure allows for an easy-to-understand objective. The hero shooter aspect means that the roster is quite limited and will likely stay that way. Then on the itemization front, you basically just have 2 items to manage, a blade for damage and a helmet for sustain. You can choose to start with a blade in both slots or a helmet or a mix of the two for a hybrid build. Then you just kill stuff and pick up duplicates to upgrade them. And then in the late game, you evolve them into variants to provide different effects. For example, a helmet that regens health out of combat, or maybe one that tethers you to an ally to absorb some of their incoming damage. Perfect for when playing a tank. It's basically the item shop in a MOBA, but greatly streamlined. Adding some perhaps unnecessary complexity to all of this though are these powers that you can loot for extra passive and active abilities, things like a grapple hook, placeable walls, jump pads. There's a lot of them, and they can get pretty wacky. But to be honest, even though you can only equip 2 at a time, I think it's a bit much. It's a fun idea, and these items are really helpful to use when I remember to use them, but there's already enough to manage between your hero abilities, your items, the passive buffs that bosses drop, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that every match has a random modifier applied to it. The powers kind of just feel shoehorned in simply because other battle royales have them. Personally, I'd like to see these somehow integrated with those existing systems. Balance is something that's going to take some time to smooth out as well, as you'd expect in a PvP game. Your mileage on this will vary with how competitively you want to play. During my time with the beta though, it's felt pretty well tuned overall, with the exception of just a couple outliers, like this sniper girl who can basically 2 or 3 shot players. I know that's quite typical of the role, but in an isometric game like this, shots are less difficult to hit, so that should be accounted for and maybe tuned down. But none of that takes away from the fact that Supervive just feels so damn good to play. The natural cooperation, the intuitive character kits, the way movement abilities and knockbacks carry momentum, the weight behind animations, the effects and sound design that accompanies it all. Even playing at like 100 plus ping as I am, because there's no Australian servers, it feels super tight and responsive, and I can only imagine how much better it feels with less latency. It all culminates in that X factor I spoke about. It's clear this team's experience has been well leveraged here. They've just crushed that fundamental game feel, the team synergy, and that simple to learn, hard to master ethos in a way that you'd typically only expect from those AAA behemoths, much less the debut title for a brand new studio. Supervive is out now in early access / open beta and will remain that way until the 1.0 launch. It is free to play, so you might have questions around monetization, and the good news is there isn't much to say about it. As you'd expect, there is a shop with skins. They're a tad too expensive for my taste, each one costing a minimum of like 20 Australian dollars. Admittedly though, they do look great. They aren't recolors, but complete redesigns. Unlike most hero shooters though, you do actually have to unlock the heroes, either by spending like 15 Australian dollars each, or through the battle pass. That current battle pass is free though, and hero unlocks are frequent. I was able to unlock a hero of my choice once every few matches, give or take. Overall, not too bothered by the monetization at the moment, given it's mostly in line with other free-to-play PvP games, but I'll be watching this space. Otherwise, I really do have high hopes for the future of Supervive. It has some problems, as most early access titles do, but nothing that stands out as a red flag, nothing that undermines the core gameplay that Theorycraft games have nailed here. Combining MOBAs, battle royales, and hero shooters, that's a recipe for disaster. It'd take some real tact to pull that off. In my time with the game so far, this studio has demonstrated that they are more than capable of that, and they continue to turn around regular patches, responding to feedback, and often release devlogs to show off their future plans. We've seen the kind of games that rapid iteration can produce. We've seen what happens when devs leave huge AAA studios in pursuit of a project that they have full control over, away from the influence of suits and shareholders. That's when you get games like Warframe, like Path of Exile, like Baldur's Gate 3. Not saying that Supervive is at that level right now, but you can tell that Theorycraft games know what they're doing, and I'm personally rooting for them to get there someday. Will this become the next big multiplayer phenomenon?
it's too soon to say. I mean, sometimes just being a good game isn't enough in such a saturated market. For example, games like Gigantic and Roguelikes are also well received and offer a fresh take on the hero shooter genre, but they're not doing too hot. There is something about Supervive that hits differently. I've just got a good feeling about this one, and I suspect others feel the same given its decent launch population that's still holding strong. I know Marvel Rivals is just around the corner. Believe me, I'll be playing the hell out of that. But if you have even a passing interest in any of the games I've mentioned throughout this video, if you're jonesing for a team shooter that's actually doing something a little different, developed and published by a very promising tight-knit team, I highly encourage you to go on Steam right now and give Supervive a shot.
The holidays are fast approaching, so let me ask you this. Do you know what sort of present you're going to get for your dad, your bro, your mate you have beers with every 2 weeks or whatever? If you are stumped, then can I suggest the wallet glow up that they never even knew they needed? A brand new Ridge wallet. This is a Ridge wallet. There are many like it, but this one is mine. They come in a whole bunch of colors, like too many colors to even count, as well as a whole bunch of materials including leather and actual titanium. Customizing the exact look and feel of your Ridge wallet could not be easier. But what is the Ridge wallet? Well, it's an actual wallet designed to, replace your normal leather wallet that you've been carrying around for like 30 years. All those Velcro ones that we used to carry around when we were teenagers. Remember those? They were not good. The Ridge wallet is designed to carry your cards and cash in a sleek, stylish, and damn near indestructible package that is so much smaller than your average wallet and so much more comfortable to carry around in your pocket. It's also very technologically enabled. So it has RFID protection, meaning it protects you from like those skimming attacks that can happen with credit cards these days. But also, the thing I love about it most is that you see this little bubble thing here? This is an add-on that you can get for your Ridge wallet, and what it does is it lets you put an air tag on it. And that means that you will never lose your wallet ever again. I don't lose my wallet outside, but I lose my wallet around the house all of the time. And so now, whenever I have lost my wallet, I can just like ping it, and all of a sudden, boom, I find it is unbelievably good. I would never ever replace this feature. There's no way. But there's other things too, like they just released a new MagSafe variant, which allows you to magnetically clip your Ridge wallet to the back of your phone for added safety and convenience. I just got sent that actually, and it literally just clips to the back of your phone, and could not be easier or more convenient. So that's the wallet, which totally rules, but that's not all. There's also the key case, which is this thing right here. The messy clump of keys I used to have in my wallet is gone, replaced by a single case that has all my keys in it. It too comes in a range of colors just like the wallet, and it too is sleek and way more comfortable to carry around than having all of those loose keys stabbing into my thigh all the time. Let me put it this way, I started using Ridge wallet like 4 years ago, and there's absolutely no way I would ever go back to one of the classic leather wallets ever again, no matter how fancy they are. Like, it's just not something that appeals to me at this point. The convenience of this, the size, the durability, the technology that I'm able to attach to it, or the RFID protection, all of it just means that it has everything that I need as a wallet. And yeah, man, this is it. The wallet problem is now solved. It's done. It's locked in. So if you think the special people in your life deserve something like this, or maybe you just want to spoil yourself, then head over to ridge.com/skillup, link below the like button. There you'll be able to see Ridge's Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, giving you up to 47% off selected items. That discount is absolutely huge and will only be available for a limited time. So if you're at all interested, then be sure to get in quick. Ridge.com/skillup, link below. Thanks Ridge for sponsoring the video, and thank you for watching. Time for an all-new product launch from longtime channel partner and male grooming aficionados, Manscaped. Their all-new Chairman Pro electric foil shaver gives you the unbeatable feeling of a fresh barbershop shave without having to leave the comfort of your own home. Visit manscaped.com/skillup for 20% off plus free shipping. Click below to check it out and stick around to the end of the video to learn. Gamers, wherever in the world you are, I hope you're doing fine. Me, I'm in sunny LA for a thing that I can't talk about yet. To do with the mic quality you're no doubt hearing, I'm staying in the Foothills Hills, and yes, I have seen some famous people. For example, I had breakfast in the same room as Carlos Stanfield from The Wire. And if you know how much of a Wire fan I am, you'd know that it took every ounce of my effort to resist the urge to interrupt that man while he was mid-baked. Anyway, I digress. We're here to talk about some video games. And what is Sony talking about? Well, I'm sure they'd much rather be talking about their shiny new console, the PS5 Pro. Instead, they're still talking about Concord. It is, of course, that very exciting time of the year where all the big corporations are talking about how their finances are going, and Sony were very likely prepared to answer a bunch of questions about Concord, a game that lived for just 3 weeks despite costing Sony hundreds of millions of dollars. When the topic of Concord came up during an earnings call, the president of Sony Group, Hiroki, who is also the CFO and COO, he's a guy, he had this to say, quote, "Currently we are still in the process of learning, and basically with regards to new IP, of course, we don't know the results." Oh man, if only this dude had opened up, I don't know, YouTube one time and listened to the cavalcade of unanimous feedback from everyone with a microphone yelling, "Delay this, make it free to play, make some heroes that we'd actually want to play as." Anyway, he continued, quote, "So for us, for our reflection, we probably need to have a lot of gates, including user testing and internal evaluation, and the timing of such gates, and then we need to bring them forward. We should have done those gates much earlier than we did," end quote. And look, I'm glad they arrived at these conclusions, because when I first checked out Concord, I said that, yeah, there's definitely like a decent game here for sure, but it obviously needs more time in the oven when it comes to roads and maps and the general investment it's offering, especially because it was asking for an upfront premium in a space that has a number of highly competent free-to-play offerings. If Turkey's comments are anything to go by, Sony now realise that the beta and whatever internal evaluations they had to do really had to come much sooner if Concord was to have any chance of success. Sadly, hindsight is 2020. The game is now one of the biggest video game flops of all time, and a studio of nearly 200 developers. Turkey also said, quote, "Also, we have a siloed organization, so going beyond the boundaries of those organizations in terms of development and also sales, I think that could have been much smoother. Helldivers 2 was a huge hit, while Concord ended up being shut down. We gained a lot of experience and learned a lot from both. We intend to share the lessons learned from our successes and failures across our studios, including in the areas of title development management, as well as the process of continually adding expanded content and scaling the service after its release so as to strengthen our development management system," end quote. Clearly he's implying that some knowledge sharing needs to start happening within PlayStation, which seems to be what they're doing at this point. In the past few months, several higher-ups from Bungie have started to become integrated within the broader Sony group, seemingly indicating that they are positioning people who know a lot more about this stuff to have some oversight over the various projects. This chunk of the investor Q&A was wrapped up with Turkey making sure people knew that PlayStation was still in the business of making single-player games, thankfully, which he called, quote, "our strengths, and which have a higher predictability of becoming hits due to our proven IP," end quote. Elsewhere in the call, Sony's finance chief said that PlayStation will, quote, "continue releasing major single-player game titles every year from next fiscal year onwards," end quote. So don't fret, we'll have Insomniac, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, and Bend each taking turns, like a Call of Duty production line, only making, more than one game, hopefully. Oh, and by the way, Sony's finances are doing pretty well at the moment. Hardware sales have fallen by 2 million units since last year, but the upside is that they're more profitable now due to a bunch of factors like manufacturing and exchange rates. PS5 game sales are up a massive 12%, with shoutouts to Black Myth Wukong being a big mover, and Astrobot has sold 1.5 million units since launch, which is nowhere near enough. I know a lot of people are probably on the fence about that one, given its price tag and whatever. But tell you what, man, it's 10 hours, and it's like the best 10 hours you're gonna have. Full stop. It's amazing. Please go ahead. Okay, moving on to everyone's favorite litigators and occasional game makers, Nintendo. According to their financial reports, they're seeing an expected drop in Switch sales, as we discussed last week. But in their Q&A with investors, they've had some very heartening and sagely comments to make about the wider industry trend of rising development costs. When quizzed about costs, Mario creator and representative director Shigeru Miyamoto had this to say, quote, "It's a long quote, by the way, but it's totally worth it, so here it is. Our research and development expenses have been increasing each year. Since our scale of development has grown, a corresponding increase in costs is, in some respects, inevitable. However, our belief is that what we create is more important than the amount spent on development. We continue refining our products until we are confident that we have created something that our consumers will be satisfied with. With that in mind, what is important is to find ideas that are worth owning, and this has not changed since the era of the Nintendo Entertainment System. One thing we are sure about is that it should be something which has not existed in the past. The more you polish something that has never existed before, the more value it brings. We believe that it is important to nurture developers who take this unique concept to heart, allocate funds to development if necessary, and release games only when we are confident in the product, and repeat this process over and over again. In the entertainment business, it is possible to create appealing products based on intriguing ideas without incurring significant costs. Even in the case of video games, with the current technology, it is possible to create fun games with a small number of developers in a short period of time. We believe it is important to not lose sight of this perspective. Quote. Wow. On the one hand, a very obvious stance to have when it comes to making video games for people's enjoyment. On the other hand, can like every other major publisher and investor please like print this quote and plaster it all over their office, put it at the backs of your toilet cubicles so people have to stare at it multiple times a day, because there's absolutely no point in investing hundreds of millions of dollars into a game unless you are sure that game is going to do some big things. Just spend a fraction of that like remaking Bloodborne, bring back that cancelled Sandboxes Legacy of Pain game. Thank you very much. Jumping over to the more sinister side of the deal, remember when they finally got their papers in order and decided to take the Power World developers to court? Now we have a few more details about how they reckon they'll get their check made. Developer Pocket Pair published the details of a patent infringement lawsuit on their website last week, and it seems like Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are targeting 3 specific patents. An IP consultant running for Yahoo Japan picked up on one of these correctly back in September, and the big one, which they accelerated the approval of in July of this year, over 6 months after Power World had actually been released.
On est rendu où là?
En train de faire mes contrats, ça fait longtemps que j'ai pas farm. Contre la résistance, on avait
Est-ce qu'il y a Aiden Maika qui t'intéresse ou quelque chose d'autre?
Est-ce que c'est quoi les contrats? Je vais faire n'importe quoi, mais encore une fois, man, yo, en plus après laquelle que j'ai pris Need to Grind, 3000 tokens, des donjons.
Ben, grind mon gars, grind.
Mais attends, tu les as fait tes donjons?
Ben pas toutes, mais juste que je parlais de 9h30, là je m'en vais, j'y vais là.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire, tu parlais de 9h?
J'ai dit 9h30, excuse-moi, 9h.
À propos de...
Ah ben le event, tout simplement.
Ah ok.
Ouais, c'est juste ça, mais sinon je retournais bien sûr.
Ah ok.
Tu veux qu'on les fasse ensemble ou quoi?
Je finis mes contrats, tu auras sûrement le temps d'en faire un là.
Contrat,
La résistance, c'est sûr d'accumuler ça, faire les clés.
We know that earlier this year, Rockstar Games put out a return to office mandate to really get things cracking. The company also got in a hell of a lot of hot water for the immense crunch periods at the end of Red Dead Redemption's.
Je viens de casser mes écouteurs, man.
Comment ça? Tu t'es assis dessus?
Ben, c'est parce que j'avais mis sur ma chaise, puis là on dirait les chats l'ont fait tomber, cela comme... J'ai comme passé par-dessus ma chaise, puis je l'ai piétiné.
Ouch.
Ouais, le gros écouteur en plus, c'est un des... je l'ai racheté, c'est le même modèle mon chat.
Oh, celui que Shino avait là?
Non, lui c'est un Logitech.
Ok.
C'est un Logitech et honnêtement, fou, là, ouais, j'ai bien aimé. Le Razer, tous mes Razer ont cassé, mon gars.
Ouais, Razer, je touche plus.
Le son est peut-être bon là, mais fragile en titi, mon gars.
En fait, beaucoup des affaires qui sont faites en mode pour les gamers sont pourries. Même les chaises de gamers, c'est
ouais. Tu m'avais dit ça, Mais lui, il a duré longtemps, puis comme en plus, les oreillettes sont comme peuvent être tournées à 180 degrés des deux côtés.
Oh, nice.
So, c'était blesse là, comme c'était solide, puis je sais pas mon gars, j'ai saisi.
Vous pouvez les mettre sur ton cou, bye.
Tout, même les dreads comme c'est sur la tête, ça c'était pas inconfortable. Yo.
Une condoléance, mais dingue.
On lit, ok, parce que je suis en parler avec toi, je peux pas. It's not what you think, it's not what you think.
So we are selective for exactly the reason that you just cannot control the outcome. And we prefer to control our destiny. However, we will still license selectively. Quote, it's likely that the deal they struck would have only benefited them had the film been profitable. It's also been reported that Borderlands may may lose somewhere in the vicinity of $30 million due to its poor earnings. The CEO of its production company, Lionsgate, a man by the name of John Feldheimer, also made some comments about the Borderlands
Je l'ai kind of préparé, mais non, c'est jamais.
reflected an environment with less margin.
Moi, je mets de la colle chaude.
Several of our other releases this quarter, though, cushioned by financial models that worked as intended, didn't live up to either our standards or our projections. On Borderlands, nearly everything that could go wrong did go wrong. It sat on the shelf for too long during the pandemic, and reshoots and rising interest rates took it outside the safety zone of our usual strict financial models. Quote, Lionsgate have just a few other game adaptations in the work, including Outlast, Streets of Rage, and Monopoly. So yeah, good luck with those. A quick lightning round to finish off. Remember when Hideaki Itsuno left Capcom a short while ago? It was a huge deal because this was the guy who directed, and I'm not making this list up, Dragon's Dogma 1 and 2, Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5, Capcom vs. SNK 2, Auto Modelista, Rival Schools, Power Stone, and a whole bunch more. Absolutely insane resume, and for him to walk away from Capcom, he likely had a very good reason to do so. Well, that reason appears to be big bags of cash, because this week he announced that he was leading the formation of Lightspeed's Japan studio, a subsidiary of Tencent. Itsuno put out a statement saying, quote, with Lightspeed's strong development capability and global network, I look forward to creating original AAA action game titles together with the amazing team and building aesthetic and innovative experiences for the global player community. We welcome all talented and passionate game creators from the world over to join our vision. Quote, he's one of a number of high-profile Japanese game developers who have left their long-time Japanese employers to form new Chinese-funded studios as China continues to expand its investment into the Japanese games market. No clue what he might be working on next, and I don't imagine we'll hear about it anytime soon. Speaking of Chinese game publishers, boy oh boy, there's some crazy shit going down at NetEase. We know the Ghost has the publisher of games like Diablo Immortal, Marvel Rival, Destiny Rising, and a bunch of others. The Chinese authorities know them for their money laundering. This week, 2 former senior executives and 7 more junior staff at NetEase were arrested by the Chinese police on charges of bribery and money laundering. Details are scarce, but apparently NetEase fired all individuals before referring the matter to police, and the scheme involves bribery and money laundering to the tune of $140 million US, which is nearly enough money to fully max out one character in Diablo Immortal. Nearly, by the way. We still need another 20 or 30 million to really keep that one tight. This is surely a story we'll hear more about in the future, so I'll keep it posted as details are needed. From one beleaguered publisher to another, Ubisoft is being sued in the great state of California over The Crew, a franchise which has become a bit of a thorn in their side after uppity customers started making totally unreasonable demands like they should be able to play the game that they purchased. Unbelievable. The Crew was taken offline in March of this year, and while Ubisoft is working to make offline versions of The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest available, no such work is being undertaken for the original game, meaning that it is properly gone, with even physical versions being totally worthless due to the server-based nature of the game. The 2 plaintiffs were under the impression that when they bought the game, they could just keep playing it after that. Those naive fools. Don't they understand how modern gaming works? Anyway, let's hope they win and get awarded an obscene amount of money when they developers think twice about not building offline modes in games that can feasibly support them. And finally, Mass Effect is getting a TV show courtesy of Amazon. If you said, hey, did they already make that one? Then you, my friend, have watched The Expanse. No, this is an actual Mass Effect TV show. Plenty of Hollywood production and writing talent behind it, including Daniel Casey, who is set to write and executive produce the adaptation. Casey is most known for his work on the Fast and the Furious franchise, which means we all know what the Mass Effect TV show is going to be about. Family. Just don't mention that word in front of the programs. It's kind of a sensitive topic. Alright, so what got announced last week? Not a whole lot, to be honest. At this point, most of the big publishers are keeping their powder dry ahead of the Awards, which is just 4 short weeks away. We did get an announcement for Hello Neighbor 3, though. Another sequel to the janky but much loved horror stealth series from creator Nikita Kosnikov and Tony Bill. No date for this one yet, but they presented their pitch and it certainly looks a lot more eerie compared to the cartoon vibes of the first 2 games. Once again, they're looking to simulate a town in real time with a variety of neighbors living out their lives, and aiming for that ambitious, systems-driven style of design where the game shapes itself by elections. That's usually where issues can arrive with these sorts of things, but Kosnikov has put it out there for development to be very open, which probably means early access, much like they've done in the past. Hey, you old enough to remember Virtual Fighter? Let's be real, you probably are. Google gives me very detailed audience demographics data. Anyway, I digress. The last main Virtual Fighter came out in 2007. The series was a real breakthrough moment for fighting games since the first truly 3D fighter was designed by legendary Sega Yu Suzuki, who made Shenmue and X-Fighter, and dozens of other Sega hits, but also Shenmue 3. We don't talk about that one. Anyway, in a recent BBC interview with a guy called Justin Scarponi, who was singing.
Viens ici, toi. Quel pas de portail. Alright. Alright. Six clés encore.